What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Football Kick by Kick. I am Bilal, and we are live here for one of the most evenly matched for round of 16 for the clashes of 2026 World Cup. Switzerland versus Colombia. If you are just joining us, you are in the right place. We are going to be watching this entire match together, reacting to every goal, every tackle, every dramatic moment. This is win or go home. The loser is out of the World Cup. The match has already started. We are here in BC Place, Vancouver, a stunning venue with a retractable roof, and the atmosphere is going to be electric here. This is a classic clash of styles, European organization and discipline against South American flair, and everybody knows about the South American football. Switzerland, the Red Crosses, come into this match after a comfortable 2-0 victory over Algeria in the round of 32. They topped Group B with 7 points, drawing 1-1 with Qatar, beating Bosnia by 4-1 and beating Canada by 2-1. This is their fourth consecutive World Cup knockout appearance. But here is the thing, Switzerland have not reached a quarterfinal since 1954. That's around 72 years of waiting. They have been knocked out in the round of 16 in each of the last three World Cups. Let's see if they can break finally that curse. Colombia, the South American football nation, have been absolutely dominant defensively, conceding just one goal in four matches. They topped Group K with 7 points, beating Uzbekistan by 3-1, DR Congo by 1-0, and drawing 0-0 with Portugal. In the round of 32, they grinded out a 1-0 victory over Ghana, courtesy of John Arias' strike. Colombia are chasing their first quarterfinal since 2014. And they have a veteran-laden squad with players like James Rodriguez, Sanchez, and Luis Diaz, all hungry for glory. It's been almost 8 minutes. The match already started here in Vancouver. A perfect tackle here by Colombian defense. This is one of the most evenly matched pairings in the round of 16. Both teams have good defenses, stable form, and well organized playing systems. The chances are 50-50 for both of these. This could go to extra time or even penalties. Thank you everyone for joining here for Switzerland versus Colombia. Let me know in the chat who are you supporting tonight. Let's take a look at the lineups for both of the teams. Switzerland are in their red kits, set up in 4-3-3 formation. Kroger Kobel in goal. He has been outstanding so far. The defense, they have Dennis, Nico, Manuel, and Ricardo. In midfield, they have Arden, Granit, Yaka, and Remo. If you talk about their attack, that's the fourth World Cup of Yaka, Granit Yaka. In attack, they have Dan Doyo, Braille, Imbolo, and Fabian Ryder. Important news for Switzerland. Manzambi, his status is in doubt after exiting training early on Monday. If we talk about Colombia's lineup, they are in their famous yellow kits, set up in 4-1-2-3 formation here in Vancouver tonight. They have Camilo Vargas in goal, Johan, John, Davinson, and Daniel in defense. In midfield, they have Gustavo, John Arias, and a spurt of a midfielder, I believe, Jefferson here. If we talk about their strikers, their attack, they have Luis Diaz on the left wing, Luis Suarez center forward, and James Rodriguez on their right wing. That's an opportunity for Colombia here. The ball is in the dangerous area, but a perfect save by Kobel, Kiroger Kobel. This is a veteran-led squad. Sanchez, Munoz, Cordova, and Rodriguez are all on the wrong side of 30, but they have been dominant so far. That's the very early minutes of the game here, and we can already see the contrast. Switzerland trying to control the possession with their disciplined and organized system. Colombia looking to exploit space with their speed and fluidity, I believe. The key battle uh, we need to have an eye on, or we actually need to keep focus on, is between Granit Xhaka and James Rodriguez in midfield, and Braille versus Colombia's defense. This is going to be amazing tonight here in Vancouver. There's a corner for Switzerland. So far, Switzerland have had most of the possession here with 61%, and Colombia have just 38% of the possession. In the early minutes of the match here in Vancouver, both of the teams have had one corner each in early 15 minutes of the game and committed two fouls each here so far, and with zero shot on target by any of the team. That would be a throw for Colombia, I guess. Switzerland so far have had zero shots on Colombia's goal, so there wasn't any shot on target from Switzerland so far, even with more possession and and passes actually. An opportunity for Colombia here, a great hit. Let's see if got hit on the pole or was a perfect save by Swiss keeper. It was a perfect save by Swiss keeper Roger Kobel. Colombia will have a corner here. That will be the third corner for Colombia and can become a problem for Switzerland, but beautifully tackled. So far, Colombia is trying to control the possession and up to creating more opportunities here for Colombia. That's the first scheduled hydration break here in Vancouver, BC Stadium, BC Place, Vancouver. So far, zero shots were made by Switzerland, and even there were no shots on target. They had 44% possession with 104 passes. They have committed zero fouls, one offside, and one corner. If we talk about Colombia, they made two shots, and both of those shots were on target. They had 56% of the possession with 147 passes. The pass accuracy for Colombia is 92%. They have committed three fouls, zero yellow card, zero red card, and no offside from Colombian side. And a perfect last hit on the point from Colombian side by Gustavo and perfectly tackled by Cobel. Key players to watch from Switzerland's side would be Kobel, the goalkeeper, and if we talk about their attack, they they have good attackers on their side. The key players to watch for Switzerland will be Ambolo, the left forward, actually the leading line here, and from Colombian side, Rodriguez on the right wing and Luis Diaz on the left end. Hydration break ends here, and it started again. And Bolo with the ball here. A perfect tackle by Colombian defense. Daniel Munoz. Here comes an opportunity for Switzerland, but a brilliant save by Camilo Vargas. That was the first shot on target by Switzerland. That was a brilliant shot and save as well from Switzerland side. Fabian took the shot. That was the first shot on target by Switzerland. Most of the stars for both of the nations will be here tonight in Vancouver to support their side. That's an opportunity here for Switzerland. Another brilliant save by Vargas, Camilo Vargas here from Colombian side. A brilliant opportunity created here by Dan Doyo. That was the second shot on target by Switzerland in a row. That's an opportunity here for Colombia. Ball is in dangerous area for Switzerland. Luis Diaz with the ball. Match has officially entered in 34th minute of the game here in BC Place, Vancouver. So far, two opportunities have been created by Switzerland, but couldn't properly finish those to score a goal for Switzerland. This match is a perfect example of the contrast between South American and European football. It is a battle of philosophies. European football, like Switzerland, is built on organization, discipline, and tactical structure. Teams are well drilled, they maintain their shape and they prioritize controlled build-up play. If we talk about South American football, like Colombia, is more about flair and individual brilliance here. Players rely on quick transitions, use of the wings, and create in the creativity basically in the final third. Ancelotti, uh, he has sayings for both nations. In once he said, in European football, there is quality obviously, but intensity is added. It's about pressing physically and system actually. He described about South American football as well. South American football is different from European football. This is genetic with more quality. Switzerland's captain, Granit Xhaka, brings that European intensity. He played in the Premier League and Bundesliga. Colombia's James Rodriguez and Luis Diaz bring that South American magic, the ability to create something out of nothing. This match is a test of which style prevails here tonight, today actually. Will Switzerland's organization and discipline win out tonight, or will Colombia's flair and spontaneity break through the Switzerland's brilliant defense? That's what makes this so fascinating here in Vancouver. PC plays. So far, both of the teams have almost the same percentage of possession of the match. Mm. 38 minutes of the match has been completed here. The first half is about to end in around 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. From last 20 plus minutes, I have observed that there were not many opportunities, chances created by Colombia. Most of those lacked finishing. So far, they are not able to finish properly. But many of the opportunities are being created here by Luis Diaz and Rodriguez on both wings of the ground. That would be our corner for Colombia here, corner number three. This could be a bit dangerous here for Switzerland. Thank you, everyone, once again for joining Football Kickback to watch the live match here together. That would be a goal kick for Switzerland. The first half for Switzerland versus Colombia is about to end in around 3 minutes with some extra time added. That can be an opportunity here for Colombia, but it was tackled by Swiss defense. That would be another corner for Colombia here. Corner number five. Ball is still in the dangerous area for Switzerland unless they take control of it and go for counter attack. But that's a foul here for Switzerland. Foul number six for Switzerland. Now both of the teams have equal possession at the moment. 3 minutes have been added as an extra time here for the first half. Switzerland's nil, Colombia nil. Let's see what happens in the next half. Next half is going to be a bit more challenging for both of the ends. That would be a free kick here for Switzerland. That would be a goal kick here for Switzerland. A foul committed here. Foul number 9 by Switzerland. Last few seconds. Let's see if any of the team can make use of that and go for a counter attack. All right, we are at the halftime here in Vancouver, and after 45 minutes of play, it remains 0-0 between Switzerland and Colombia, a tight tactical affair, just as many predicted. So far, Switzerland controlled the early possession, dominating the ball with roughly 60% and 40% split. But despite that control, they struggled to create clear-cut chances here, failing to register a single shot on goal in the opening 13 minutes. They have been patient, but their build-up has been slow and a bit predictable. So far, on Colombia's side, they have been the more dangerous side, while happy to let Switzerland have the ball. They have been sharp on the break. They had the first rare shot on goal and have looked more threatening whenever they have grasps on the ball. Their attack intent is clear, though they haven't been able to break through the Swiss defense just yet. Switzerland 0, Colombia 0. Switzerland with roughly 60% of the possession and Colombia with 40% of the possession. And both of the teams, they had much shots I mean, Colombia had much shots as compared to Switzerland. They had five shots. One of that shot was on target, whereas on Switzerland side, two shots were made and two of these were on target. That is it. Uh, I'll be right back after break. But uh, the question here for everyone, the viewers, can Switzerland finally reach a quarterfinal for the first time since 1954? Or will Colombia advance to their first quarterfinal since 2014? Let me know in the chats. We'll be right back for the second half. Welcome back, everyone. We are live here in PC Place in Vancouver for Switzerland versus Colombia. Second half for this match has been started already. In the first half, both of the teams were not able to score a goal. They had equal percentage of the possession throughout the first half. Two shots were made on target by Switzerland, and one shot was made by Colombia. There were few biggest chances throughout the first half where Colombia's Gustavo forced a save from Groger Kobel in the 21st minute, while Switzerland's Fabian tested Camilo in the 30th minute after a Colombian foul. As per the stats, Colombia is slightly more dangerous in terms of approach. They have been creating higher quality chances. However, Switzerland's defense, which has been solid throughout the tournament, has stood firm. The half was described as a keggy but electrifying contest where the high tempo and tight spaces prevented either side from truly breaking through. We are live here in PC Place, Colombia, Vancouver. The second half of the match has already started. Let's talk about their all-time meetings between these two nations. So far, there were four meetings happened. Out of those, Colombia won two, and Switzerland was able to only win a single game. The other one was a draw between both of these. The goal scored for during those four meetings, Colombia was able to score 9 goals against Switzerland, and Switzerland had scored 6 goals against Colombia. There was only a one World Cup meeting between Switzerland and Colombia that was won by Colombia by 2-0 in the 1994 group stages of the World Cup. Their first meeting was a friendly between both of these in 1985 that ended with 2-2 goals actually. Colombia, on the other hand, they have a head-to-head advantage that gives them added confidence. That was a clear opportunity here for Colombia. John Arias was with the header who missed this opportunity. A yellow card to Granit Yaka. That's the first yellow card here for the match. And that was booked to the Swiss star Granit Xhaka here in BC Vancouver. As per the Opta supercomputer, Colombia have 42.7% chances of winning compared to Switzerland, which have 29.4% chances. The second half, it's going to be more electric. It's going to be more energetic from both sides. Switzerland here with the free kick. It's right outside the outer box, a bit closer to the Colombian goal, and can be a dangerous opportunity here for Switzerland. Let's see if they can make use of that opportunity. This can be a cross for a perfect header, or can be a direct hit to the pole. Granit Xhaka here. It was a direct hit which missed the target. Fabian Raider was with the strike, was with the free kick, who missed the target actually for Switzerland here. In BC Vancouver, we are in 54th minute of the game here. So far, both of the sides have same number and percentage of possession. They have same amount of the control of the game. Both of the teams are playing without goals so far, which is going to electrifying the situation here in Vancouver. So far, none of the team could break through the defense of others. FIFA officials are already here in the match as usual. If you talk about Switzerland's tournament, how was it so far? It has been amazing. They were in Group B. They drew their first game with Qatar with 1-1. They were able to beat Bosnia by 4-1, and they also won their game with Canada with 2-1. In round of 32, they were able to beat Algeria by 2-0. So far, they are unbeaten in 7 international games. 9 goals have been conceded by Switzerland throughout this tournament, and they have conceded 3 goals in last 4 matches. They have a curse as well, which is being eliminated in a round of 16 in 4 of last 5 World Cups. One other thing about Switzerland, they were not able to make or reach to the quarterfinals since 1954. It's 72 years. That's their 13th World Cup appearance here in BC Place, Vancouver. That's an opportunity here for Swiss, but beautifully tackled by Colombian defense here. A second yellow card here for Switzerland and of the match as well. The key players to watch for Switzerland will be Granit Xhaka, the captain of Switzerland side. That's his fourth World Cup. Embolo, the top scorer in qualifying with 4 goals. Kiroger Kobel, the goalkeeper, and Manzambi with 3 goals. Tournament's brightest prospect actually for from Switzerland's side. That was a perfect opportunity here for Colombia. Luis Diaz was the man with the ball and strike, tried to control the situation, but could not make use of it. It could be a perfect opportunity here for Colombia. He was 1-1 with the ball and missed the perfect shot at target. It was right into the hands of Swiss goalkeeper Geroger Kobel. A yellow card to Luis Suarez here, the first yellow card for Colombia tonight. Colombia's tournament, it was brilliant so far. They were in Group K. They were able to beat Uzbekistan by 3-1. They have beaten the Congo by 1-0. And their last game was with Portugal, which was a draw with 0-0 in round of 32. They were able to beat Ghana by 1-0. If you talk about their so far form in the tournament, they were able to win four out of last five matches. They have been unbeaten in last four. Six goals so far in total have been scored by Colombia in this tournament, and they had conceded just a single goal in four matches. This is their seventh World Cup appearance, and their best finish was in 2014 quarterfinals. Again, this is a veteran-laden squad. Daniel Munoz, Sanchez, Cordova, James Rodriguez, all over 30. The key players to watch for Colombia could be James Rodriguez, a legend guy with he is 34 years old. Luis Diaz, a Bayern Munich standout. Camilo Vargas, a goalkeeper of Colombia, and John Arias, who scored winner versus Ghana. That was another opportunity for Colombia, which was again was not a perfect shot though, by Luis Suarez, the center forward. That's a substitution here for both of the teams. One substitution made by Switzerland and two substitutions made by Colombia. They have replaced Rodriguez and John Arias. James Rodriguez has been replaced with John Fernando, a midfielder with another midfielder. And John Arias has been replaced with Jaminton, a midfielder with a striker here. On Switzerland side, they have replaced Ricardo Rodriguez. Embolo was on ground. That's the first scheduled hydration break here, second actually of the match. We are here in BC Place, Vancouver. Match has officially entered in 68th minute of the game. The actual substitution for Switzerland just happened now. Ricardo Rodriguez has been replaced with Miro. A defender has been replaced with another defender. Both teams till now are not able to score a goal. So far, Switzerland have more possession as compared to Colombia. They are dominating the game here, but need to turn that into a clear-cut chances. That would be a free kick here for Switzerland in a dangerous area. It would be a cross and a perfect header to finish. A perfect finish here. Great tackle here by Colombian defense. And Polo is on ground. There can be a minor injury here. I guess it's good for, from both sides. Match has officially entered in 73rd minute. A perfect ball again from Colombian side. I guess it was an offside, but it was a true pass to the Colombian attacker. It could have been a perfect opportunity for Colombia here. 12 fouls have been committed by Colombia so far, and 10 of the fouls were committed by Switzerland throughout the match. Two yellow cards to Switzerland and one yellow card to Colombia. An opportunity for Switzerland, but a perfect tackle. A perfect cross, but without a proper finish here from Switzerland side. It will be a goal kick for Colombia. Tell me in the comments, guys, who are you supporting today? Switzerland or Colombia, the European nation or the South American football nation? Colombia is going for a few other substitution. The sport should always be for the football, whoever plays it well. Here comes another substitution for Colombia in Switzerland versus Colombia. A midfielder has been replaced. Jefferson, there are two substitutions actually. Luis Suarez is replaced with Chucho Hernandez, a striker with another striker, and Jefferson has been replaced with Richard Rios, a midfielder with another midfielder. An offside for Colombia. Both of these squads have a complete package in terms of defense, midfield, and attack. If you talk about Switzerland, they have Zakaria, they have Rodriguez, which has recently been replaced, and on Colombian side, they had Sanchez, Daniel, Muniz, and John. Foul committed here by Mbolo from Switzerland side. Both of the teams are in good form. If we look at the stats, they have equal number of percentage of possession. We still cannot say that one was has more dominance on the other throughout the 80 minutes, 85 minutes actually. Here come two other substitutions for Switzerland. Bril Embolo has been replaced with Cedric, a striker with a striker, and Dennis Zakaria again has been replaced by Sylvan, a midfielder with a defender here. I guess now Switzerland will try to sit deep and will try to defend the dangerous area. They will look for to go in penalties. But let's see what happens. Let's see if Colombian attack can break through the Swiss defense in next 30 minutes of the extra time. But we still have the stoppage time here in hands. So let's see if it will be of 5 or 7 minutes. Anything can happen during those minutes, as we have seen in last few games. In those minutes, teams with much potential, they try to create more chances. They go for risks. They move forward. They move all their attack forward to pressurize the defense of the other nation. That's where they create chances and opportunity. That's what we have seen and observed so far in previous matches. Opportunity was created here for Colombia. A perfect cross from Luis Diaz from the left wing. Last 1.5 minutes of the 90 minutes of the game, stoppage time will be added after 90 minutes. Both of the teams have fresh replacement in current squad. They are ready for the next extra time here. So far, Colombia made around 7 shots on target. Basically, they made 7 shots in total, and two of those shots were on target. And on the other hand, Switzerland, they they had 5 shots, and two of those shots were on target. So there were not much opportunities created here during the second half. 5 minutes of the stoppage time has been added to the timer here. That's an opportunity here for Switzerland. A brilliant cross, but missed the target by inches, I believe. It was a sharp cross, but no one was there to have that pass and finish it properly from Switzerland's side. That's a brilliant cross from Danny Doy, another replacement from Switzerland's side. Danny Doy has been replaced with Vargas right before the extra time. That would be the substitution number 5 for Switzerland, I guess. Robin Vargas is here, a striker replacing an other striker. 3 minutes left of the stoppage time. We have Switzerland nil, Colombia nil here in PC Place, Vancouver. Hopefully, we are going to extra time here. That's the time for Switzerland to create more opportunities, to be more creative, and create more chances for Vargas here. That would be a corner here for Switzerland. That can be very dangerous for Colombia as the match and has entered to the last minutes. That would be corner number 3 for Switzerland. A perfect corner, but beautifully cleared by Colombian defense. That would be a goal kick here for Colombia. 1 minute left for the stoppage time here in BC Place, Vancouver. Switzerland have tried to speed up the things here. That is it. We are going to extra time, and this is absolutely incredible. Neither team could find a winner in 90 minutes. And now we have 30 minutes, 30 more minutes of drama. Both teams are exhausted. Switzerland have been knocked out in the round of 16 in three straight World Cups. Can they finally break through? Colombia have been so dominant defensively. Can they hold on for another 30 minutes? This is where legends are made. This is where heroes are born. Grab your popcorn, guys. This is knockout football at its absolute best. We'll be back for extra time in a few minutes. We are back here again for the extra time. Switzerland nil, Colombia nil. They were not able to score a goal against each other in first or second half in even 90 minutes of the game. The extra time has been awarded. It will be of 30 minutes. The first half would be of 15 minutes, and same goes for the second half. That would be a free kick here for Colombia. It is in a dangerous area, although it's a bit out of the penalty outer box. That was a great cross. They are asking for a foul committed by Swiss defense. That looks like a foul here. He had the possession of the ball and he first touched the ball. A yellow card here for Colombian, I guess. Not sure. Just to confirm. Yep, a second yellow card for Colombia to Davinson Sanchez. Both of the teams so far fighting hardly to score a goal against each other, but they failed to do so. Swiss, they have been incredibly disciplined and organized, and they need to shift gears to find that elusive goal, I believe, against Colombia here in BC Place, Vancouver. A yellow card to the Colombian coach, I believe. At this point of time, both teams they know that one moment of magic or one lapse in concentration will be enough to decide the entire tie. Every player of both teams feeling pressure, and the mental uh, side of the game is now just as important as tactical. 9 minutes remain of the first half of the extra time. A free kick awarded to Switzerland here. Both of the teams are in high pressure. Here comes another opportunity for Colombia, but a perfect tackle by Widmer, the Swiss defense. That would be a corner here for Colombia. A perfect cross and a brilliant save by Swiss keeper Groger Kobel, the goalkeeper for Switzerland, with a perfect save here. There was a minor touch to his hands, but actually the ball got hit to the pole. Another strike by Colombian Richard Rios, but off target. He tried to grab the opportunity as most of the pole was clear and the defensive line was not there. 5 minutes left of the first half for extra time. Colombian, they have started to press the Swiss defense, and they have been creating more opportunities here in the extra time. What a perfect save. Great save by Groger Kobel here. It was a direct hit on target. Three and half minute left of the first half for extra time here in BC Place, Vancouver. Another substitution for Switzerland, probably be the last substitution for Switzerland here. Fabian Ryder has been replaced with Zeki and Doni. A midfielder has been replaced with a striker here. Switzerland nil, Colombia nil. We are at the end of the first half of extra time. That's an opportunity for Switzerland. What a great save here. An outstanding save. The guy behind the save was Camilo Vargas from Colombian side, the Colombian goalkeeper. This could have been a decider here for Switzerland. That was a direct hit on target. And it was given an offside by referee. Another yellow card here for Switzerland. Yeah, that would be to Mero. That's the third card for Switzerland here. That's an opportunity for Colombia. A perfect save here by Swiss defender Luis Diaz was with the strike to try to hit the target, but intercepted by the Swiss defense here. A great opportunity created by Colombian attacker. That would be a corner here for Colombia, corner number 7. That that would be the last kick of the first half. That is it. The first half for the extra time is completed without any score. There'll be a short break here. If the match does not conclude in next 15 minutes, it, there'll be penalty kicks here to decide the winner between these two. If you talk about stats so far, 12 shots were made by Colombia, and out of those 12 shots, 3 were actually on targets. By Switzerland, they made 6 shots, and 2 shots were on target. They have had both of the teams have had the same percentage of possession. If we talk about passes made so far, 459 passes were made by Colombia, and 502 passes were completed by Switzerland so far. They have almost the same pass accuracy. 20 fouls were committed by Colombia and 17 by Switzerland. 2 yellow cards to Colombia and 3 to Switzerland. 7 corners for Colombia and 3 for Switzerland. Those 15 minutes can be decided for any of the team here in BC Place, Vancouver. The coaches, they have made substitutions already in second half. So the only thing they need to work on is the strategy to find a way. They need to be creative to create more chances as the game getting tighter here. The Swiss players like Granit Yaka, who deliver a dangerous ball, and with Akanji and others in a box, a well-worked corner, they again need to create such opportunities to score an actual goal against the other. The Swiss coach Murat Yakin He has a history of making decisive changes. He needs to introduce, I believe he has already introduced as much changes he could. If probably he would have introduced his few more direct runner here to stretch Colombia's defense and go at them one on one during the next 15 minutes. They need to uh, test the Colombian keeper as the Colombians defense sitting deep here. Switzerland should try their luck with shots from outside the box. It only takes one defective strike to find the back of the net or force a rebound here. They need to be more creative here. Colombia so far in the extra time, I have been seeing few opportunities created. Those were direct opportunities and but shots on target, but perfectly saved by George Kobel. This is the moment for the players like Luis Diaz from Colombian side to shine, to get clear hit on the goal. Guy like Richard Rios and Hernandez. They got the ability to produce a moment of the individual brilliance to break through and create another opportunity for the Colombian side here. They should hit corner. They, in order to score a goal against such defensive ball, they need to push forward. They also need to look for the counter attacks here. They cannot afford to be frustrated here. They have to stay patient and should trust their quality and believe that their chance will come. 10 minutes left of the second half for extra time. Everybody knows, every team member knows that it's getting closer to penalty shootout. But they still have 10 minutes to just create a single opportunity to break through the other's defense. That would be a goal kick here for Colombia. Perfect cross by Luis Diaz and an unexpected finish. Switzerland here with a strike. They need to be really good at crosses at this point of the game. They cannot afford the incomplete or wrong passes or the crosses here. A perfect pass, and Jaka was unable to finish it properly and hit it off target. As this is getting closer to penalty shootout, this is where psychologically things takes over. Keepers will be analyzed every move, and every player will be feeling the weight of the moment. It's going to be a mental battle as much as a physical one if the match goes to the penalties after the extra time here. That's an opportunity for Colombia. How such opportunity can be missed at this point of time here in the match? It was completely sent off target. That's unbelievable here. It was 101 situation. It could have been a decider here for Colombia. 5 minutes to go. That's a free kick here for Colombia. Can be dangerous for Switzerland. Ball is still in the dangerous area, but perfectly cleared by Swiss defenders. 2.5 minutes for the extra time. Another substitution here for Colombia. John Lukumi has been replaced with Yerry Mina, a defender with another defender here in PC Place, Vancouver. So far, Switzerland nil, Colombia nil. We are at the end of the extra time here. One minute added to the extra time. That is it. The 120 minutes are over and it's still 0-0. It's official. We are going to penalties here in Vancouver after 120 minutes of incredible tense football. Switzerland and Colombia cannot be separated. This is it. One kick at a time. The winner goes to the quarterfinals. The loser goes home. It all comes down to this. Everyone uh, will be here online. throughout the 120 minutes, both of the teams have equal amount of possession, but with less number of shots on targets, I believe. Colombia had more of the ball in the first half, around 58% possession, and created more chances. But it was Switzerland who found their rhythm in the second half. This shootout, the penalty shootout, can be decided by keepers from Switzerland's side. Giroger Kobel, he already made various saves in the first half, while Colombia's Camilo Vargas has kept a clean sheet in a 0-0 draw. It would be more crucial for Switzerland as they'll be reaching in quarterfinals for the very first time since 1954. For Colombia, it would be their first since 2014. This is a massive moment for both of the nations. The penalty shootouts. We are officially in penalty shootouts for the last game of round of 16 is Switzerland versus Colombia. Both of the teams have played 120 minutes without scoring any goal. Colombia is going to take the first penalty here. The first penalty, and Colombia scores its first goal. A brilliant finish by Quintero. A first goal by Colombia here. That's the place where the goalkeepers for each nation will shine, will show some skills here. Fernando Quintero scored the first goal in the first penalty for Colombia. Here goes the first penalty for Switzerland by Yaka. Scores the goal here. Camilo Vargas judged the penalty. He was even able to make a touch to the ball. That's the first goal here for Switzerland. Colombia won, Switzerland won, and we are officially in penalty shootouts here. Granit Xhaka with the first penalty for Switzerland. Here comes the second penalty striker from Colombian side. What has just happened? Colombia could not strike the second goal in the second penalty. The ball hit the pole here. It is being checked here. It hit the pole and then back to the ground. That's very unfortunate for Colombia here. Davinson misses the penalty. Here comes the second penalty taker from Switzerland's side. In order to remain in the game, Colombia have to stop one penalty. A brilliant goal by Amdouni here in the second penalty for Switzerland. Switzerland 2, Colombia 1. We are officially in penalty shootouts here in BC Place, Vancouver. Here comes the third penalty striker. A brilliant goal here by Campers. He strikes the second goal for Colombia. Perfectly judged, but could not control it. It went through the Swiss keeper. Third penalty, and it was missed by Swiss player. That is unusual. Out of three penalties, both of teams were able to score two goals, so they are still equal in terms of goals. Here is the fourth penalty taker for Colombia. And it was perfectly saved. What a great save here from Swiss side. Gregor Kobel saves the penalty here. Cucho Hernandez was the guy behind the strike, the penalty strike. A brilliant save by Kobel here. In order to be in the game, Colombia need to save one other penalty here. That's the fourth one for Switzerland. That's a goal. That's the fourth goal for Colombia here, for Switzerland here. Third, sorry. Switzerland 3, Colombia 2. Colombia, they need to score this goal, the fifth one, and then obviously they have to save the goal on the other hand to, to stay in the game. Luis Diaz here to take the penalty from Colombia's side. That will be the fifth penalty from Colombia with two goals and two stoppages here. A brilliant penalty by Luis Diaz, sent it to the left of the pole of the goal, scores the third goal for Colombia here. Here is the last penalty for Switzerland. If Switzerland scores a goal here, they are the winner. Otherwise, if it gets stopped by Colombian keeper, then there'll be another penalty. Penalty number 5 for Switzerland. They are one goal ahead of Colombia. This need to be stopped. Switzerland scores a goal and secured their place, and they are go they are through to the quarterfinals. That is it. The penalty shootout is over. Switzerland have done it. They are through to the quarterfinals of 2026 World Cup. 72 years, Switzerland haven't reached a World Cup quarterfinal since 1954, and they have finally done it. They have been knocked out in the round of 16 in four of the last five World Cups, but not tonight. What a performance from Roger Kobel. That save in the shootout will be remembered forever. And Granit Xhaka, the captain, stepping up when it mattered most. This is one of the greatest moments in Swiss football history. Colombia, you have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. You pushed Switzerland to the limit. You dominated possession. You created chances, and you took the Swiss to the penalties. Luis Diaz, Rodriguez, they were stunning throughout this tournament. The players who missed the penalty, hold on your head high. You had the courage to set up. That is what makes you a hero. Okay, this is devastating for Colombia. They came into this tournament with 50, with actually so many promises, conceding just one goal in four matches, and they are going home in the round of 16. But credit to Switzerland as well. They were simply better tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight. If you enjoyed this live stream, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in next stage and in the quarterfinals of World Cup 2026.